Welcome to the 208th edition of Make Pro Wrestling Majestic. Again, I am Tiger Height.
And that pay-per-view was pretty okay, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later.
We are. But first, let's talk about some drama, because there was a lot. I don't
Yay.
know why. I mean, it was the AEW people. Again,
of
I know
course it was AEW.
it's ad nauseum, and usually it's funny, but they just went all ham and really exposed everything. So,
Don't they do that all the time?
yeah, but here's the thing. I'm like, okay, there are some really bad AEW fans, like people who are bad people that like AEW, but I'm sure there are good ones. I do not believe that anymore.
You
I think
everyone who's a fan of AEW is automatically a bad person.
Every single one of them. There is not a single good person who is a fan of AEW. Not a single person.
I mean, what is a fan? Like, I'm just a fan of professional wrestling.
Right. So here is the difference between liking AEW and being an AEW fan. If you like AEW, you can look at aspects of the company and see the positives, and there are, but you can also look at reality of the negatives of the company.
Mm-hmm.
Just like there's a difference between liking WWE and being a WWE fan, even though they're not as toxic. If you are an AEW fan, you just ignore it. You think that they're haters. You just blindly trust the people who support your agenda.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being a Democrat and a Republican if your entire existence is based on that.
Yeah.
These people, just uniquely,
They base their entire existence around AEW.
their entire existence, every single part of it. So, what does that mean for you if you consider yourself an AEW fan? Well, number one, you're a bad person. Just automatically, across the board, in your daily life, you are a scourge of existence.
That's awful.
Number two, anybody who is over the age of 13 makes you physically sick romantically. I think all of them are supportive or probably PDF files. 100%. I am going to sit there and say that. Because there was a fan who had AEW running while he was being caught trying to meet a 13-year-old girl. Oh, okay. All of you little AEW cretins want to sit there and say, well, this one example is this, so this is all WWE fans. Okay, motherfucker, let's do that. Let's play that game. Usually I'm like not on there.
He's just declaring all out war over here.
I am. And people who are, again, like just a fairly innocuous criticism. Mm-hmm. Where the fish tank spot from Wrestle Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Stock was a trainer. She was the manager. She was the talent relations person in early AEW. She is no longer with the company. I can understand her criticism here that the fish tank spot was stupid, and it was stupid. But if you have a problem with this, turn off the TV. Tell your kids we're not watching AEW anymore. You need to be a parent and say, I'm sorry, we cannot watch this.
So people were attacking Sarah Stock for giving her opinion on a spot.
Yes. And not only that, Amanda Hubbard put in her 2 cents.
Oh my God.
I'm like, dude, where did you come from? Because you actually agreed with her. She said nothing here. That's wrong.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
She just gave her opinion. I mean, it was a stupid spot, but it didn't take away from the match. I knew it was going to be dumb.
Yeah.
They tried to bring up her arrest record, and it's like, she's already addressed this. And this happened years ago. This happened in 2020.
Yeah.
Bad people. Every single one of them.
2020 was probably like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was 5 years ago. We are quickly coming up to a fucking decade. Like, seriously, there's more behind us than there is in front of us.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, of reaching that decade. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Another one. See, once again, here, more support that all AEW fans are bad people. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Mm-hmm. I don't care what age you are. I don't care if you rescue puppies. If you consider yourself a fan of AEW with the criteria that I set up, you are a bad person. Might as well kick the puppy.
That's terrible.
And once again,
spot the homeless.
Raj Giri, who was the one who founded Wrestling Inc. and sold it, he put out, once again, an innocuous actual criticism of AEW and got absolutely raked over the coals. Not just by the fans, by the wrestlers. And we'll get to that here in a minute.
Oh, God.
But let's look at reality. And you're like, well, what is reality? Here's the reality of the situation. This was the average. And fun fact, the first episode of AEW's rating, 1.4 million people. And they had that pretty much consistently from 2019 to, I would say, maybe 2020, 2021. Yeah. Up and down, but always on the higher end, right? This week, when I pulled this, it got 321,000 viewers. And don't come at me with the max numbers because those mean nothing.
Yeah, and nothing. Max, you're probably going to have an additional 15,000.
Right. And
who cares?
Right. And guess what? We're going to talk about what's going on with that too. So it doesn't really matter.
Right.
But at the same time, and then last week, I think they had 477 people. That is less than half. That is less than half over the course of 5 years. This is not a wrestling company. This is a rich kid's vanity project.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And this is somebody who was ride and die AEW. I'm like, this is really cool. We went to the first show.
Yes, we did.
We were there live. And I'm like, this is going to feel different. And now look where we are. AI. So this is another one of those weird AEW goobers, but she actually was happy from a couple of weeks ago's WWE. And last week, guess what? They've already implemented AI in the writing of the scripts.
They do AI a lot.
A lot of this is AI driven. People, this is what you get with AI. Get over it. You're going to get good shows. Last week, SmackDown was awesome. I gave it a really good rating because it was a great fucking program. Raw was pretty damn good too. NXT, meh. But overall, I was happy with the week. I was even happy with AEW for the most part. Well, I think the main event is where I only gave like a full thumbs up. Everything else was kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
And then there was like parts where it was just straight misery. I just saw this and I thought it was really funny because basically this was this entire week of wrestling drama. The entire week. It's like, why doesn't WWE have this? Are you just ignoring WWE drama? I don't need to ignore WWE drama.
I don't see a lot of WWE related drama. It could be my algorithm, but I don't see a lot of it.
And I also rake them over the coals about WrestleMania going to Saudi Arabia. I've already done that. Yeah. Also, that's a non-drama because we all knew that was going to happen.
Yes, we all knew it was going to happen at some point.
We all knew it was going to happen. Even Trisha Paytas. Do you know who Trisha Paytas is? So she is like old school OG YouTuber, had a huge channel, and then she went and did porn, and I think now she's like a mom.
Oh, okay.
So she even looked at that bullshit. She's associated with Ethan Klein from H3H3, so like not a small channel in any capacity. She doesn't even like AEW.
No.
Nobody who has any credibility likes AEW. Don't even say Dave Meltzer because he has zero credibility. Not only as that, but he's also a bad person. Like a legitimate bad person. And once again, Ricochet. I think it's a prerequisite if you work for AEW, you have to be a bad person by proxy.
Right.
Just by proxy. Well, you don't know them. I don't need to know them. I already know that they're bad people. I wouldn't associate myself with these losers, even if I tried. Because look at their attitude. Look how they treat this shit. Don't come at me saying, "Oh, this is just a storyline. This is a character."
The man's on a warpath.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. This shit's so dumb because it was such a small non-issue that they just exploded into this huge thing.
Right.
This enormous thing from Amanda to Ricochet to all the AEW fans. And it's like, you know what? You have to be addressed. Sometimes you have to be called out on saying that you are a bad person. Mm-hmm. Ricochet, Amanda, and all AEW fans, you are definitively, outside of wrestling, bad people. Learn.
Wow, okay.
So that was my rant. I need a cigarette after that. So when we come back, we got some
stuff to talk about.
News.
Yeah.